In this video, I'll be answering all these questions about me, and I'll be categorizing these questions into 5 categories. Each category has 5 questions only, so I'll be answering them one by one. If you want to skip around and go to a certain category, you can do that. Let's get started. By the way, to make this video more interactive, I've got someone behind the camera who's going to ask me all the questions and just basically have a conversation with him as if I'm having a conversation with you guys.
Alright, so let's start off with the Amazon FBA questions that you got.
Yeah.
The number one question that you've been getting asked is, how do you do your product research?
So I do product research using several methods. However, the one method which I've shared and told many people is the one called wholesale catalogs, which simply means that you call a wholesaler up, you ask them for their product catalog, which is just a list of all their products. Once they send it to you, then you have to individually go through each product, refer back to Amazon and check which one makes you a profit and simply buy that product.
Is that the only method, or are there other methods?
Well, there are other methods which I show in the 50-day FBA mentoring. Now that's something different and I'll talk more about that later.
The next question is, will you try Amazon Associates?
Now for the people who don't know what Amazon Associates is, it's basically an affiliate program by Amazon, which means every product being sold on Amazon, you can get an affiliate link for it. And every time someone buys that product using your affiliate link, Amazon pays you a commission. I have been using Amazon Associates for the past 1 or 2 years now, and I don't make so much money using it, but last month I think I made around £80 for literally recommending certain products to my students or anyone.
From that £80, how much did Amazon make?
So I actually made Amazon almost £2,000. In return, they gave me an £80 commission, which means they don't pay the best, but as a beginner, it's the best way to get into affiliate marketing. And I actually made a video around this, which should be out maybe before this video. If it's out, you can go watch it here. If it isn't out, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because when I upload it, you'll be notified.
Now, this person wants to ask, do you suggest doing NFTs or Amazon FBA?
Now, just because I do Amazon FBA, I don't recommend you start Amazon FBA, mainly because whatever you do, you should enjoy it. So if you enjoy flipping NFTs or getting into NFT, do NFTs. If you enjoy doing Amazon or e-commerce, do Amazon. But the only thing about NFTs is that NFTs is in a big bubble right now. That bubble could pop at any time. And when it pops, every single penny you've invested could be lost. So start Amazon FBA. Hey.
But don't you think that you can make millions with NFTs rather than Amazon? Or can you make millions in Amazon as well?
See, you can make millions with NFTs in a short run, but if you want to build a sustainable long-term business, I would say Amazon FBA. But that being said, you could also lose that million in NFTs, but with Amazon, to lose $1 million, it's really long, or it's not something which can happen. If you master the craft, it's something which depends on you. So losing that $1 million is all on you. In NFTs, if someone pulls or does a rug pull, you can't control that, can you?
Like you mentioned about your 50-day challenge earlier, someone's asking, is everyone successful with the 50-day challenge?
The answer is almost everyone is successful with the 50-day challenge. The reason being is because I can teach you how to do Amazon, but I can't do Amazon FBA for you. And the problem with when someone joins, not everyone, so you can see all the results here. All of these people have got results. There are few people who do join the challenge, and what they end up doing is doing nothing. I teach them, I give them homework, they do absolutely nothing. They expect to get results without actually doing any work. And all these people you see here right now, they actually put in the work and you can see the results. That's all £10,000 in sales within the first 3 months of starting Amazon FBA. That's what's possible from what you learn in the 50-day FBA mentoring. But if you're not willing to put in the work, then unfortunately, you will not see any results. And even I can't help you with that.
How much do you need to start Amazon FBA?
I would say you can start Amazon FBA with around £250 or $250, depending on what you want to start. You can start retail arbitrage with that amount of budget. If you're looking to start Amazon wholesale, that's around £1,500. If you're looking to start private label, I have not done it myself, but I've heard that you need at least £5,000 to £10,000 to get started in private label.
So is Amazon FBA easy, or do you think it's really difficult?
There are mad stats about Amazon FBA. I think 73% of Amazon sellers in their first year were profitable. It's on Jungle Scout. I'll try and get a article here. So to take this into consideration, a person who starts a business does not see any profit in their first year. But every single seller, or 73% of sellers who started Amazon FBA, were profitable in their first year. So looking at that stat, I will say Amazon FBA is definitely one of the easiest and scalable business models out there. But by easy, I don't mean it's so easy to start. You need to put in the work. Without work, you will see no results.
That's an interesting fact. So can you just break down what the 50-day challenge is then?
Yep. So the 50-day challenge is basically an 8-week live mentoring program. By live, I mean that I sit with you on a Zoom call and literally teach you everything about Amazon FBA, everything I know about Amazon FBA. So you basically learn from all my mistakes. I hold you accountable. And in 50 days, I make sure you get your first sale and you know how to make money on Amazon. That's basically the 50-day challenge. All right, sorry for a quick interruption, but many of you guys have been asking me, Jatz, how do you do your Amazon FBA taxes? Well, I use a platform called Awesome. Now, they are a dedicated e-commerce accounting company who does all your bookkeeping and accounting for you. I've been using them for the past few months and they've been doing everything for me. And when it comes to running an Amazon FBA business, it's great when it comes to making sales, but handling all your bookkeeping and making sure your accounts are up to date, it gets difficult and confusing. This is why you can use Awesome, who can literally deal with everything and take care of your accounts while you can focus on running your Amazon FBA business and growing it. If you want to get started with Awesome, you can use my affiliate link in the description and get £110 off when signing up. Now let's get back to the video.
Okay, so that was all the FBA questions. Now let's move on to the gym questions. So
let's go.
How much can you bench press, squat, and deadlift?
So to actually show this, let's go to the gym and I will actually show you. So let's go. Alright, I'm gonna try my leg PR. It's 110 kg. Let's see if I can keep it.
No.
So this is a very interesting question by this person. Does gym make you disciplined?
120 million%. I think every fitness athlete out there, I respect them the most because going to the gym is something, in my opinion, for me, till date, is the hardest thing I do, because the moment you have to tell your mind that, okay, you need to go to the gym and go through that pain of building your muscle, if you can overcome that and keep on going to the gym, then you will build that type of consistency and discipline for every other aspect of your life, and that will allow you to be successful in every other thing you do, basically. So yes, gym does help a lot. And at the end of the day, if you can't take care of your own body, no matter what else you do in your life is going to be worthless, because health before wealth.
This was a funny question. How much is your gym membership?
My gym membership is actually £36. However, because I used to be a student, I paid £26. So I do get £10 off. I know I'm a bit stingy, but it's £26 still.
So that's the benefits of unis, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So if you want to be a uni student, if you are a uni student, then this is the advantage.
This is a weird question. How do you measure overall fitness? Body percentage, how much you can press, or how fast you can run?
So I am no personal trainer, but when I spoke to my personal trainer, he did tell me that the way you measure your fitness is by your stamina. So how long can you last in a sprint, in football, or in cricket? Whenever you run, how fast can your body recover? So when you do something explosive, the speed at which it recovers is the way you define your fitness, basically.
Alright, so So enough of the gym business. Let's move on to life choices.
Okay.
So what is right? Work and build a life, or enjoy your youth and work for the rest of your life?
So I would say work and build your life while having fun, because I know it's difficult to do this. However, this will be the best way you can grow up being happier rather than being miserable and spending hours doing something you love but you're not having fun in your life. If that answers the question.
So this person's asking, he's 16-year-old and he wants to start making money. What should he do?
If you're 16 years old and you're trying to make money, my first thing I want to tell you is that, look, stop trying to make money and just try and enjoy life and save money while reading some books and building your mindset. That's all I'll recommend. Because when you're under the age of 18, one, it's difficult for you to start any side hustles because most of them require you to be 18. And secondly, you hardly have any money. So just gather some money by doing some part-time job and read books. That's the best thing you can do in your early teens, and have fun. Yeah, enjoy your life as well.
How to invest if you're under 18?
If you're under 18, you can open a custodial account. You can watch this video to literally understand how exactly you can open a custodial account and start investing.
So this is an interesting question. So this person asks, what's the worst piece of advice given to you?
The worst piece of advice I have ever been given was through social media and the hustle culture. You don't need to hustle 80 hours a week to be successful. You don't need to wake up at 5 o'clock to be successful. And this is something I learned really later in my stages. So the advice actually was given that you need to wake up at 5 o'clock. You need to read books every day. You need to work 80 hours a week in order to be successful. But in reality, you don't need to wake up at 5 o'clock. You can wake up whenever you want to. You don't need to hustle for 80 hours a week. You can hustle for maybe 30 hours a week and still be successful. It just depends on you, as long as you put in the work consistently.
So I'm going to add one of my questions then. What is the best advice given to you?
The best piece of advice which I learned wasn't given is to focus on one thing at a time and live in the present. What I mean by that is, in the modern entrepreneurial world, everyone wants to start 5 businesses at once and want to think of those businesses 10 years from now. The problem with this is that, one, you as a human can't focus on multiple things. So try and use all your energy in building one thing. And secondly, don't think of the business 10 years from now because you haven't even started. So why are you thinking of 10 years from now and worrying about how you will get there? So just focus on, in the present, what you can do right now and how you can build that business. And just once again, focus on one thing at a time.
So enough of the life choice questions. Let's move on to you. So let's talk about your journey and how you came to the UK from India.
I was imported in a boat in 2010. And I was left on the shores of Brighton, and that's how I crawled my way to Wembley. No.
Out of all places, Brighton.
I don't know any. Oh, Bournemouth. Yes, Bournemouth. No, guys, I'm joking. All right. So my mom was actually in the UK since I was 3 years old, and my dad was the one who looked after us in a place called Div, India, in Gujarat. It's a very tiny island, and it was ruled by the Portuguese, by the way, and the Portuguese left that place after India was independent. So I flew to the UK in 2010, March 2010, and I actually had no idea how to speak English properly. I didn't do year 6 at all. So I came here and I went to year 7 directly. And then I basically tried to speak English and just, I don't know how I reached here. I know one thing was I just worked a bit hard, went to uni, and figured out my life, and here I am now.
Who is your inspiration?
My inspiration from day one, if you know me, it is Cristiano Ronaldo. The reason being is because this guy is so disciplined, and I love and respect people who's disciplined, not talented, because my friend here, he loves Messi. The problem with Messi, and I'm not against Messi, but Messi is talented, and talent does require hard work, but not as much as pure hard work. Because if you're talented, then you can literally be good at anything you want. However, Ronaldo put in the work, which is why Ronaldo is always better than Messi.
So, what is your dream?
My dream is a really simple dream. I don't want to be known in the world as the best guy. I want to be known in the world as a guy who is wealthy, who motivates others, who has changed life and has a happy, peaceful family and living a great life. That's my dream. So I basically want to be known as this guy who has inspired millions or billions of people and is living happy and is happily.
Okay, so you're not chasing fame basically.
I used to chase fame, not anymore. Now it's just a matter of how many people can I help through my, yeah. Now I don't really care if you know me or if, yeah, for me that doesn't really matter. It's just, yeah.
So I've been seeing this question a lot on your Instagram. I do not know how long you're going to be answering this for. But bro, are you Indian?
I'll answer this question probably, this is the 1,000th time I'm answering. I am Indian, I'm from India, I can speak Gujarati, I can speak Hindi. So guys, I am from India and I'm Indian. Yes, 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 yes. Okay?
What's been the biggest surprising moment of your journey so far?
The biggest surprising moment was Gary Vee posting a clip of me when I met him, which you can watch here. And that video on TikTok got, on his account, it got over 1 million likes and over 16 or 17 million views. And I'm in that clip literally handshaking Gary Vee and talking to him.
I mean, it's crazy, don't you think? Because you always just say that you always want to meet Gary Vee, and you got inspired by him, I believe.
I started my journey because of Gary Vee, and I ended up meeting him at an event in London. And then I told him I started because of him, and I had 1.3 million views. And then he reposted that clip on his TikTok and on his YouTube and his Instagram. So life is crazy, eh?
It is crazy. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food, interesting. My favorite food is anything which is Chinese, Indian.
I mean, you are really fat. If you show your delivery account on screen right now.
By the way, fun fact. So I've actually spent almost £3,000 in Deliveroo in 1 year. £3,000 on Deliveroo. And Uber Eats, including Uber Eats as well. So I think any fast food or Indian and Chinese, yeah.
So what spice do you eat at Nando's?
Now, as an Indian, I know all the Indian community will be so much cussing me right now. I can't handle extra hot or hot at Nando's. Here's the reason. The reason being is because the next day, it doesn't do well for my tummy. So I prefer going medium at Nando's and enjoy my food.
Are you a vegan?
Hell no. There's nothing wrong in being vegan. It's just, the one thing about veganism, right, is that they say you should not eat animals. But then why are they trying to create products such as chicken, it tastes like chicken, or meat? Like, I've literally seen vegan chicken katsu curry. Like, how does that make sense? They'll get soya and try and make soya taste like chicken. Why? Just eat chicken then.
So this person is asking, how are you?
I am great. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well as well.
So when are you going to give us a Tesla review?
Let's go for a Tesla review right now. Alright, so we're in the Tesla and let me give you guys a quick review. So I'm just going to tell you guys the things I like and the things I don't like and just show you around. So this is the interior, and that's the first thing I like because it looks freaking amazing. Secondly, what I like about this car, and one of the best features, is actually if my brother's driving the car and I decided to drive the car, we have different seating adjustments. So I can literally go to my profile on the Tesla and restore my seating, so it can automatically go to back to how I like it. And the third thing I love about this car is the speed. It is incredibly fast. It's probably the fastest car I have driven. Yes, I didn't have a lot of cars anyway. The fourth and final thing I love about the car is that it has games and literally everything I want. So basically, I can go to arcade and I can play all the games. Obviously, when it's in park mode, I can even go to theater and watch movies on Netflix and do the stuff. So that's the thing I love about the Tesla. I did forget to mention that the Tesla does have few small features which are incredibly sick. So first one is this. So literally on every side of the passenger seat, there's not just a mirror, but it has these lights, and that is like a additional small feature which makes it look sick. The second thing which is amazing about the Tesla is that the boot space. So there are two boot, like there's the frunk, which is what Tesla likes to call it, and there's a trunk. But the trunk has a lot of space. The frunk doesn't have a lot of space, but it's still a thing where I can store stuff. And now the things I don't like about the Tesla is that not only it's an electric car, but because it's electric, I have to charge it for like 30 or 35 minutes every week, and I would have to sit down at the charging station and wait until it's fully charged. Now this takes a lot of time, and I respect time, and time is the only thing which I need. So that's the only bad thing I would say about the Tesla. But other than that, this Tesla is amazing to drive, and it feels amazing as well. And literally, if you look at the car itself, it just looks so nice. But yeah, this is the review. Let's go back to the video.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't know. That's the answer.
What do you mean you don't know? This is Jesus' question. Do you have a girlfriend?
No. Do you think I have the time? Do you think I have the time to have a girlfriend?
That's a lie. This is an odd question. How often do you have?
It's too much that I forgot to count. I'm joking, guys. If I don't have a girlfriend, how can I do that?
I think that's pretty much it. That's all the questions that were here.
Perfect. So these are all the questions which were asked to me on the Instagram story which I put out. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do follow me. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and please subscribe and turn the bell on so you can support the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, have an amazing day, and peace.